Hello, good morning. I am Seema Garg, Associate Professor in Chemistry, SPC Government College, Ajmer. In continuation of lecture on stereochemistry, today lecture 5, we will see some nomenclature, capital D, L nomenclature and difference between capital D, L nomenclature and small d, levorotatory and retrorotatory nomenclature. Lecture 5, Flying Wedge Formula. A tetrahedral molecule is viewed in such a way that a bond coming towards us viewer out of the plane of the paper is represented by solid wedge. See here. Whereas a bond is going away from us or viewer behind the plane of the paper is represented by broken wedge. For example, lactic acid. See here in lactic acid, hydroxy group is represented by solid wedge and it is towards the viewer, whereas hydrogen is represented by broken wedge, it is out of the plane or away from the viewer. Fischer projection formula. In Fischer projection formula, molecule is represented in this way, vertical line and horizontal line. Vertical line represents the longest carbon chain, whereas on horizontal line we will represent the other two group or elements. At the top of the vertical line, senior most group or the most oxidizing group or the group that adds suffix to the name of the molecule is placed. For example, lactic acid. In lactic acid, this is the vertical line. On this vertical line, topmost group, carboxylic group is at top, whereas the vertical line bottom group is methyl group because it ends the longest carbon chain. Remaining two groups, hydroxy and H, are placed to two ends of the horizontal line. Another example, glyceraldehyde. In glyceraldehyde, aldehyde group is on the top, CH2OH group on the bottom, whereas H and OH is on horizontal line. Alanine, this thing, her carboxylic group is on top, methyl group is on bottom of vertical line, whereas NH2 and H is on horizontal line. So this is the Fischer projection formula of alanine. 2-butyl chloride is also we can represent by Fischer projection formula. This is C2H5 ethyl group is on the top, methyl group is on bottom, rest two groups on horizontal line, chloride and hydrogen. Malic acid is also represented by Fischer projection formula. Nomenclature of enantiomers and diastereoisomers. Capital D, capital L nomenclature, it is relative configuration, and it found that it gives absolute configuration also of the molecule. In 1890, Emil Fischer given capital D, capital L nomenclature relative to D plus glyceraldehyde and small l minus glyceraldehyde. This is the glyceraldehyde. It is dextrorotatory and this is levorotatory. So according to Fisher's capital D and capital L nomenclature, this hydroxy group is on horizontal line, is at right hand side. So it will be capital D glyceraldehyde. This hydroxy group means higher priority to H is on left hand side. So it is capital L glyceraldehyde. Bichotte in 1950 determined the actual configuration of the molecule with the help of X-ray crystallography. He found that the molecule structure proposed by Fischer shows the actual orientation of atoms or groups in particular stereoisomers is termed as absolute configuration. It means uh, Fischer suggested that if hydroxy means on vertical, this horizontal line, the most priority group is on right hand side, so it will be considered to capital D. And in actual practice also, he found that it is dextrorotatory, whereas hydroxy group is on left hand side. So in optical rotation also shows that it is a levorotatory. So it will consider as a absolute configuration also. For example, enantiomers and diastereoisomers nomenclature, capital DL configurations are as follows: lactic acid, D-lactic acid, and this lactic acid levorotatory is capital L lactic acid because it is on left hand side. Hydroxy group is on left hand side. This alanine because more priority amino group is on right hand side, so it is D-alanine, and amino group is on left hand side, so it is capital L alanine. 2-chlorobutane, here on horizontal line, more priority group is chloride is on right hand side, so it is capital D 2-chlorobutane. When chloride is on left hand side, so it is capital L 2-chlorobutane. This rule is also applicable to more than one chiral center, that is diastereoisomers and other stereoisomers. Here rule is applicable to highest number chiral center in the longest carbon chain and ignores the other chiral carbons. This is erythrose. Here highest chiral carbon is this 3 chiral carbon, right? So on this chiral carbon, on horizontal line, most priority group is hydroxy is on right hand side, so it is capital D erythrose, whereas hydroxy group is on left hand side, so it is capital L erythrose. Similarly, threose, in threose it is capital D threose, and here capital L threose, because here hydroxy group is on left hand side. This rule is useful for carbohydrates which contain several chiral centers or chiral carbons. See here, this glucose, the highest chiral carbon is this one, and here hydroxy group is on right hand side, so it is D-glucose, capital D-glucose. In this molecule, hydroxy group is on left hand side, so it is L-glucose. Enantiomers differ only in their absolute configuration, whereas diastereoisomers differ in their relative configuration. Difference between capital D and capital L and small d, small l. Capital D is not equivalent to small d, whereas capital L is not equivalent to small l. Capital T is configuration may have dextro or levorotatory optical rotation. Similarly, capital L is configuration can be dextro or levorotatory. Moreover, this capital D and capital L does not totally indicate that molecule may be optically active or inactive. It is just the nomenclature representation. Just it will give idea about the nomenclature. Thank you very much for today's lecture.